So, what are we looking at today? Well, we are cracking open this single, really fascinating document. It's a 396-page PDF, and it's just titled Creative Project 2020. Think of it like a digital puzzle box, just this sprawling collection of a lifetime's worth of moments.
And that really gets to the heart of what we're trying to figure out here. I mean, when you're looking at a 396-page collection of memories, poems, photos, what's the story it's telling? Is there even one story that ties it all together? Because, when you first jump in, it feels totally random. I mean, one minute you're reading this deep philosophical poem, and then bam, you're looking at pictures of a house of the future from like the 1950s. Then you turn the page and get hit with a question that sounds like it's straight out of a philosophy class. And right after that, something super dramatic and intense. So you gotta ask, right? What in the world connects all of these different pieces?
Okay, so let's get into it. Because under all that seeming randomness, there's actually a really clear, heartfelt mission. We've got to uncover the why behind all these pages. And the answer, it turns out, is right there on page 10 from the guy who created it, Richard Fletcher. He says, "I would love to do a book, an audiobook of all the creative endeavors of my family and friends. I would love to see treasure chests of creativity from all my friends and family." So you see, this isn't random at all. It's an act of preservation. He's building a treasure chest, not of gold, but of creativity. And that's the whole point, right? It's this really powerful idea that creativity isn't just for, rock stars and famous artists. This whole project is proof that everyone has something to express. Surfers, teachers, musicians, you name it. It's for all of us. All right, so let's pull on a few of these creative threads and see what we find. We're going to explore this huge tapestry of ideas to see all of the different ways people see the world. For example, you've got these really deep, kind of mystical threads running through it. Take this poem from Stephen Soffer. When is 1 + 1 only 1? When you merge yourself in him. Go to the school of true knowledge. This is the only math you need. It's not about actual math, of course. It's this beautiful idea about connecting with something bigger than yourself. And then, just a few pages away, you get a totally different take on a similar idea. And this is what's so cool. The creator, Richard Fletcher, defines serenity not with some ancient mysticism, but with a super modern metaphor. Think of life as a video game. Once you master a level, you go to another level. It just shows you the incredible range of thinking in this one collection. 2 different paths to finding peace. So, this project isn't just about big ideas. It's also about preserving personal histories, showing how a simple memory can become this really profound creative thing that connects the past and the present. Okay, check out this story about a guy named Brad Schultz. Back in the 60s, he's just a kid working at a frozen banana stand. And on one of his shifts, July 20th, 1969, he watches the first man walk on the moon. Fast forward decades. He's walking by that same shop, and what does he see in the window? A historic photo of himself as a teenager in his little yellow uniform, a moment that was almost lost to time, captured. By sharing it here, his personal memory becomes part of our collective history. How cool is that? And that idea of different perspectives brings us back to one of the central themes of the whole document, which is captured perfectly in a poem called 3 Blind Men and the Elephant. The poem points out that so much conflict comes from people grabbing their one little piece of the truth and shouting, "This is the only truth." But the bigger picture, the poem says, is realizing your enemy might be talking about the same thing you are. They just have a different piece of it. So when you finally zoom all the way out, you start to see that this 396-page document is way more than just a collection of stuff. It's really making an argument for the power of everyday stories, how they all come together to build this universe of shared human experience. I mean, it is so much more than the sum of its parts. You've got poems about life and love and loss, songs that were written over decades, family recipes with all the memories attached. There are stories from surfers, musicians, and teachers. You see photos of futuristic homes right next to childhood adventures. It's all these memories connecting friends across more than 40 years. And really, it all comes back to this one powerful idea from Richard Fletcher himself. Each one of us has a piece of the puzzle. See, this isn't just one person's story. It's a whole community's story. Every contribution, whether it's a poem, a photo, or a memory of a frozen banana stand, is one essential, irreplaceable piece of that bigger picture. And that kind of leaves us with one last question to think about, right? This whole project was one person's answer for how to preserve his community's treasure chest. So it really makes you wonder, what pieces of the puzzle are you holding? What stories are you going to preserve?